What's up, guys? It's Sincerely Sierra, and I am back. I'm on the porch, I'm at home, and I am rocking it out. Okay, so let's have a discussion. I want to talk to you guys about how hard it is. It is hard work being a mother out here in these streets. Okay. And so I remember when I first came home with my baby, y'all, it was a huge life adjustment. Like, having a child and becoming a mother, it's a huge life adjustment. Listen, you can read a bunch of books, you can get a bunch of advice, but I'm here to tell you, every child is different. And because you may just have a different child, a peculiar child, what worked for them may not work for you. And I'm here to tell you that. And so, guys, like, it's so much that changes once you have a child. Like, listen, you can't be up all night playing hanky-panky with your hubby when you have a child. Like, it's either we gonna get some rest or we gonna choose to be tired in the morning. Like, it's like, which one? It's no, the scenes on the movies that you see. But listen, for real, so much changes. Like, like when you're able to eat, like, all that stuff changes. Children are so demanding. Like, they demand for you to do different things at a certain time. And I'm not saying that you need to go along with it, but children are trying, like, they're learning how to figure out their emotions. They're learning so much, and they're still adjusting to this world that they've only had a short amount of time to be in. And we as mothers, we are also adjusting to having a little human following us around, and they always need things, and we have to be able to provide it or find a way to provide it. And so I've learned so much with looking through the lens of a mother, because growing up, I mean, we don't see through the perspective of a mother. We don't, and that's just the God honest truth. I remember when I don't know, I just never understood why parents were so overprotective, and so I don't know, I used to feel like, it's like, man, we can't do anything. But now that I'm a mother, I'm like, oh yeah, my baby ain't finna be doing all this crazy stuff, and so you want to be protective in different things over them, but it's just like, I can't be like that. I have to just trust that things are gonna be okay. But y'all, I'm here to tell y'all, so much does change. I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't like the fact I gotta share my food, because I love food. I like to eat. And oh yeah, speaking of, yeah, I don't like to share my food, y'all. But I mean, I'm a mother now, so I guess I gotta share my food, And my child, she came in and just ate. She eats like a grown man. Some of y'all can probably relate to this. Children, they eat like grown people. Like, where they get these appetites from? And I be trying to choose, okay, maybe when she take her nap, I can fix me a really big lunch or something. Y'all, the moment she fall asleep and I start making stuff, it's like they know the sound of rumbling bags or pots and pans and just different things. And I try to be so quiet, to be quiet so she doesn't. But my child has her ear, she has a keen, her hearing sense is keen. And guys, I'm telling y'all, so much changes. So much change. And you're just learning. Like, you're literally learning as you go. Like, you're winging it, literally. You can read all the books again in the world. You can get all the advice you want, but everybody's different. And you have to do what's best for your household. You're constantly moving your schedule. You're adjusting your schedule to the baby's schedule. And then the moment you get accustomed to that schedule, they grow up into another phase, and then you have to readjust to the next phase. And it's just like, really. But I want to talk about balance, guys. I want to talk about balance. I remember I was all about this mommy life. Like, I was all about just giving my 100%, my all into being a Noma's mom, because I wanted her to have the best. And that's normal. You ought to do everything you need to do to make sure your children have the best, in moderation. And so I was like putting my all into that, and I got lost in being only that at the time. And so what I'm saying is, I was a wife, and I was a dreamer, and I, all these things that I aspired to be, I was those things before I became a mother. And I neglected those things. Like, I neglected being my husband's wife. I neglected just doing the groundwork for my business, and you get so lost and so caught up into that. Like, you can't totally be fulfilled in only just being a mother. Like, we have other attributes to us. We have other things in us that need to be fulfilled, And so I had to, wake up and just get on the ball and be, and not pour more so only into being a mother, but have a balance of pouring into being a wife and being what I'm called to be, which is my business, And so you learn not to drown yourself in only that. Because when you drown yourself in only that one thing, then you are void of the other things that you're supposed to be operating in or doing. And I never want to get to that place again of just only doing that, because there's more to you, there's more to me than just being a mother. Being a mother is great. I love it. But being a wife is great. It's awesome. And being a business owner, an aspiring business owner, is too. Like, we trying to build empires over here. Like, we trying to be wealthy. And so the next thing I want to talk about is support. It's important to make sure you have people around you that you trust, people around you that you are comfortable with keeping your child. I remember, y'all, I would deal with separation anxiety so bad. Like, I would absolutely positively feel guilty for wanting me time or wanting to get away from the baby. And I was like, oh, I'm such a bad person. Like, why, just questioning myself. But there's nothing wrong with me time. You need that. Just like you need time away from you need time away from people. Like, you need that time for yourself. Because before you had children, you would have me time all the time. And whatever me time looks like, it can look like a walk on the beach. It can look like going shopping, getting your hair done, nails done, hanging out with your friends. It can look like that, but it's important that you get me time. You want to still have a social life outside of just being a mommy. Y'all seen that bug trying to get in my cup? Cool. And on a lighter note, children are a blessing. I know for me, my daughter brought me so much joy after I had her. Like, I was like, oh my goodness, like, she's so precious. She's so pure. She's just full of life. Because just, what, 6, 7, 8 months ago, I had a stillborn, and, you know, I experienced a deceased child in my hand, and now I was looking at life before me, and it was an experience, guys. It was a great experience, and I wouldn't change it for nothing in the world. And I was so grateful and humble to be her mother, you know. And I just counted all of my blessings when the Lord blessed me with her. Kids really do. Personally, to me, I feel like they humble you as parents. Like, they help you to see that, like, this all works hand in hand. I need you as my child, and you as my child need me. It's like we all bring things to the table, and that was just God's original idea, like connection, community, togetherness, oneness, unity, you know. Like, you can't have one without the other. Like, we're not made to do life alone. And I'm grateful that I chose not to do life alone. Because life alone, guys, is miserable. You hear me? It is miserable. And I'm just grateful to God that He has allowed me an opportunity here on earth to be a mother, a wife, and very soon a business owner. And that's it, guys. I know I probably talked y'all head off, because I can talk, I can go. Okay? But anyways, a question for y'all. What is something that you do if you're a mother? What is something that you do that gives you relaxation, or that you do to debrief in your downtime? What are some things that you do to debrief and relax? And so I didn't really share with y'all what I do, but what I normally like to do is I like to be out here and get some fresh air. I like to journal. I like to read. I like to research. I do lots of research. I like learning. I like getting in knowledge of things that that are just like, wow. Like, I like learning things. So be sure to leave your comments in the comment section and let me know. And also, for my new viewers, if you are new here, please be sure, if you don't have an internet home that you live at, you come live here. Don't hit that subscription button at the bottom, okay? And if you enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll be sure to catch you guys in the next video.